Hello everyone, my dear students, very good morning to all. Welcome to English online class. Dear students, I hope so. Last class we learnt thoroughly a beautiful poem, The Spider and the Fly. I hope so. Have you learnt or have you understood thoroughly or not? No problem. We will discuss when the school reopens once again. Now, I am going to teach you a wonderful story. The unit number 4, which is called Prose. The title name is 17 Oranges. 17 Oranges. The story was written by William John Francis Nagden. Bill Nagden. Okay, before going to learn this lesson, we must know about the author. Who is he? His full name is William John Francis Nagden, known as Bill Nagden, who was born in 1910 and the writer was died in 1992. He was an Irish-born British playwright and the great author. He worked as a weaver, coal baker and lorry driver before he started writing. His perforated environment was working class society, which is reflected in much of his work. He wrote many novels, short stories, plays and children's books also. He is best known for the play Alfie. His best known play, which is named Alfie. His 1977 children's novel, My Paul Sparkder, is an account of his childhood in 1920s Bolton. His childhood in 1920s Bolton. The children is a great writer, and also who had written many novels, short stories, and many things. Who was Irish-born British writer. Here, he has given here what he had something happen in his life. The title 17 Oranges is going to tell us an interesting areas. What? Let us discuss. My dear students, please take your textbook, page number 88, unit number 4, 17 Oranges, written by Bill Nagden. Take your textbook. Here, in the story, 17 Oranges, let us see if the narrator is able to cleverly manage a tricky situation or not. We are going to discuss here. What will happen? Take your textbook, students. Please take your textbook. See page number 88, the first paragraph. Oranges. I was fond of them. I used to eat them all day and every day. But one day a policeman found 17 oranges hidden away in my pocket. He looked me up and I have never eaten an orange again. I want to tell you the story. Here the writer who wants to tell a beautiful story. What? Here the I word refers to the narrator. Who is the narrator here? The writer Bill Nagden is the narrator. I refers the word, the narrator, of the story, who is a boy or young man, he was so fond of oranges and used to eat them day and night. He used to eat, he loves very much of eating oranges. Do you like or not? Yes, we like oranges because it is a healthy fruits. Yes, the author also loved so much to eat the oranges. Not only both day and night. One day a policeman found 17 oranges in his pocket. The police officer arrested immediately the author. And from that time, he has never eaten the oranges. Yes, and that day is a bitter day of his afterlife. The Bill Nocturne life is a bitter life. That bitter moment, it's called when the police officers found, when he caught red-handed in the police officer. Because on that day, he forget to eat. He never eat the oranges. Because that was a bitter day in his afterlife. Yes. Then, I was driving a little pony and caught for the Swift delivery company. And I often went in out of the dogs. Here, the hard word is given there. What is meant by dogs? Dogs means is nothing but an enclosed area of water in a port for the loading, unloading, repair for the ships. That is called dogs. See the word dogs is given there. Dogs is nothing but an enclosed area of water in the port for that loading or unloading, and repair of ships. Here, the author was working for Swift Delivery Company. Who was working in Swift Delivery Company? The author. Who is the author? Bill Nocturne is our author. Who was working for Swift Delivery Company as the same thing he is working. Caught a little pony. So our writer was working for Swift Delivery Company. Remember children, don't forget it. He was working for Swift Delivery Company as the driver for a cart with the little pony. See the picture. Then I was not really a thief, but usually left the dogs with something under my Offrun. I had made the Offrun myself and it was a big one. Then when there was a banana boat in the dogs, I drove my little cart beside it. Sometimes bunches of bananas fell into the ground. Often my friends kicked a bunch to me from the boat. I always picked up the bananas quickly and hide them under my Offrun. What is meant by Offrun, dear children? A protective garment worn over the front of one's clothes and tied at the back. That is called Offrun. Here, dear children, the author was a driver in the Swift Company delivery. Offrun the dogs. Then what happened the next? Then he used to go in and out of dockyard. He was not a thief, but he would take something and hide in the Offrun whenever he goes inside the docks. He had made the Offrun himself and it was too big. When in the dockyard a boat with bananas would come, he would drive his cart beside it. And when the bunches of bananas fell to the ground, his friend would push aside the cluster towards him slightly from the boat. he would pick those bananas to hide it in his offrun and eat them for the rest of the day. Author, a writer, he liked bananas, but he was more fond of oranges than bananas. Yes, our writer likes bananas, but much more than. He had bond of oranges only like to eat. Then bananas. Then the next paragraph. Then I spent the rest of the day eating bananas. I liked bananas, but I like oranges best of all. See the children. Here the word refers to who is called I. I, the narrator, the writer, our storyteller, Bill Nogden. Yes, here he liked bananas, but he was more fond of oranges than bananas. Then I only took things when I found them, but some people planned a theft very carefully. Clem Jones was a careful planner. Let me tell you about Clem. And Clem was a careful planner. Let me tell about Clem. Here, the same thing. I only took things when I found them, but some people planned a theft very carefully. Clem Jones was a careful planner. Let me tell about Clem. One day, Clem was coming out of the docks. He was carrying a box. What have you got in here? Asked Bongo, the police officer. Bongo is nothing but Bongo is a police officer. Then a cat, replied Clem. Please don't make me open the box. The cat will run away. A cat? Bongo said, I don't believe you. Open the box. The police officer loudly. What happened next? Yes. Here, the writer, he would like take the things from the boat when he found them, but some of them used to plan to steal. One of the planners was Clem Jones. He was a thief. How to steal the oranges, bananas, and other things inside the boat. Yes. One of the planners was Clem Jones. Then who is Clem Jones? Clem Jones is nothing but who is a very well planner. Yes, what planner? Thief, stealing things. Yes. Clem had once carried a box with his while coming out of the docks. There, the police officer, the Bongo, asked Clem what he had in the box. Clem said that it was the cat. Clem immediately said it was cat. And said that if Clem opened the box, the cat would run away. Bongo did not believe him, and he asked Clem to open the box and saw him. Again, Clem said that the cat would run away. If suppose I open the box here, the cat immediately will come away. How can I open the box now? Who said? Clem Jones said. But the police officer ordered, you must open the box. The box must be opened now. Finally, Clem got irritated and opened the box. See, but the cat will run away. Clem said again, there isn't a cat in the box, replied the Bongo. Open it immediately. Clem got very angry, but finally opened his box. Out jumped the ship's cat. The cat ran back into the docks. Clem ran after the cat. He was shouting angrily. 2 minutes later, Clem came back with the same box. He was holding the lid down tightly. Bongo laughed at him and Clem looked at him furiously. Clem looked angrily at the way home. Then he smiled. He opened the box, then the kitchen, and took out the large. That's cheese. Yes. He had tricklily used how to steal. Yes, Clem Jones. Finally, Clem got irritated and opened the box. Then what happened next? The cat, which belonged to the ship, jumped out of the box and ran towards the dogs. Clem follows in shouting in anger. After 2 minutes, Clem came back with the box holding a lid down tightly. Bongo started. There, laughing at the happiness, but Clem was encouraged and looked at Bongo angrily. Clem continuously to be angrily until they reached home. After arriving at home, he smiled as he took out of a Dutch sea from the box. Yes, see the children? He stole not a cat, not oranges, but he stole Dutch tea from the box. It was the story of Clem Jones. But the boy was not so lucky. Yes. What will happen next? That was a Clem story. But I was not so lucky. Bongo, the policeman, caught me red-handed because my Offrun string broke. He noticed that my trousers pocket were somewhat bulging. Yes, now he thought, even a thief one day will caught definitely. Right? Not. பலநாள் திருடன் ஒரு நாள் அகப்படுவான். Like that here, Clem Jones had caught by the police officer in red-handed. Yes, this is a story about Clem Jones story. Yes, the boy was not so lucky. Day before last month, he stole many things, but he didn't do anything. But on that particular day, the police officer caught Clem Jones in red-handed. Yes. Then Bongo caught him and checked him thoroughly, as the boy's Offrun stringly broken and the pockets were bubbling. It had something in it he could not hold. Children, so thoughts finally, who got the police? Clem Jones, that's all. His life is over, that's all. Because he is a thief. Who is the thief here? Clem Jones is thief. Dear children, see the textbook inside the question answer also is given here. Want to learn thoroughly. There are nearly 4 questions are here. Page number 88 and page number 89. Where did the narrator walk? The narrator walked for the soup company delivery. What was the narrator's job in the dogs? Yes. Like that you have to learn these questions. What was Clem Jones carrying in the box? What happened when the box was opened? So these things you have to fully learn thoroughly. Meantime, class here, Clem Jones' life is over. Like this, not life over. Stealing is an offensive one. Be honest. Where and whenever we are working in a company and other things, we have to do. Be honest. Loyalty, we have to prove it. Remember, children, the author, it is a bitter moment only he had said here. After that, like that, when he did this mistake, hereafter, we do not do like these mistakes. He rectified in his life. Then he lived a genuine life till the end, till the end, till the end. We also like that. We should follow. Be genuine, be good, be the best, always, always, always. See, பல நாள் திருடன் ஒரு நாள் அகப்படுவான். Like that. No need to do such a silly things. My dear children, I hope so. So remaining things we will discuss the next class. In the meantime, you have to learn these type of 2 more questions. Thank you, my dear children. Sir, I will meet you again. Thank you very much.